Good morning and welcome to Enterprise Morning today. Reaching you from Enterprise Television from our corporate headquarters in Lagos State, Nigeria. I am Henry Icpc, and today, as usual, a very awesome day. We would be taking our dive straight into the newspapers just to let you in on everything we have to talk about from there. And after that will be our main conversation, one amongst the many stories that we have coming from the newspapers also, where we would do a deep dive into some and more of them. Please do well to be part of what we do. Have a say in what we say. You can find Reachers when you visit us at enterprisetvnews.com. You may equally like, comment, and follow us on all our social media platforms at Enterprise TV7. Very so honored to have joining me virtually from Lagos State, Nigeria, is Barrister Tunji Abdul Hamid. He is a political analyst and also a development communicator. Good morning to you, Barrister, and welcome to Enterprise Morning today.
Good morning, Mr. Andy.
Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so very much, Barrister, for your time. So let's start with the newspapers. We have 4 newspapers: the Vanguard, the Punch newspaper, the Daily Trust newspaper. Litany of interesting stories here. But let's take a look at the Punch for today. We have the big story: Electoral Act 2026. Tinubu defends assent. Opposition raises hell. And we have on the top strip, Icpc grills El-Rufai after Efcc release. We equally have FX for businesses. Travel soar by 366% to 672 million US dollars, which means Nigerians are not happy with the current situation in Nigeria and would love to have life better somewhere else, which is why foreign exchange and the desire for dollars is on the increase. We have other matters. Federal government seals a Plateau mine after gas leak kills 37 persons. Ramadan learnt Tinubu Atiku governors preach unity. 2 killed in Ondo APC bloody Congress. Widow late Nigerian boxer family clash over a state. Barrister, let's take a look at ICPC grills El-Rufai after EFCC release. Lots of things to talk about there, Barrister. But what's your take? Lots of people have divergent views on what El-Rufai is going through right now. Lots of people will say it's karma because of what he had, because he was the one that sowed the seed to some of the things that you see happening today in Nigeria. But what's your take on this? It's more personal than it is about a consensus. Hello, Barrister, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, yes. So I was asking what you think about the El-Rufai's saga. What's your take on that, please?
Yeah, well, I think my take is that, look, El-Rufai is facing because of his new stand now. If everybody tells me that the law has been taking its course, I will not agree. Because this offense has been alleged of being invited for investigation. Some of them have been in the system for many years. It's been there for years. Why is it now that he decided to move to another party that they now realize that that should be investigated? So if we do things in a way that will suggest partition or suggest that our security agencies are putting tent or persecution, then I will be right to say so. Because look at it. He left office how many years ago? And those issues were raised maybe in fact, a year or so after his leaving office. There was no investigation of it all this while. No invitation regarding it all this while. Now that he's left the party for another party is when they now realize that he must be invited, must be asked questions regarding those issues. For me, I see insincerity in it. I'm not saying if somebody has committed an offense, it should not be investigated or it should not be punished. But if you do it in a way that would suggest that we are persecuting, then and that's why sometimes we will not even get results. Because as today, if everybody is being called by EFCC or whatever, he's not under obligation to answer their question if they put question to him. It is for them to do their investigation and take it to court. So he has a duty. If they ask him question to explain anything, and he says, "Look, I'm not going to say anything until I get to court." There's nothing they can do. So investigation does not require in Nigeria. What I see our security agencies do whatever they want to arrange somebody is to bring that person and start asking him a question to tell them one thing or the other. When the law says that he has the right to either keep quiet or say whatever he wants to say.
Yes,
you record that when Bauer of EFCC.
Yes, Barrister, but what do you think about subpoenas? Don't you think he has the right to clear himself? Is subpoenas made possible by the court, or can investigative agencies carry out a subpoena where they ask questions of someone that they find is a person of interest?
I lost you from the beginning. What did you say?
I say
can you
subpoena.
Come back? Can you repeat?
Yes, I say subpoenas. What is the place of subpoena in our legal system in Nigeria? Is it only made possible by the court that says go and carry out a subpoena where you interview someone to investigate everything about them, or can security agencies do that on their own discretion?
Subpoena is not issued to agencies for purpose of investigation. Subpoena is that order by the court to call somebody so that you can inquire or ask questions from that person. So subpoena can either be at the request of the court or at the request of the person who want that person to be called. So and if you are subpoenaed before the court to give evidence, or because there are two types of subpoena, it could be either for you to tender document alone, or it could be for you to come and give evidence and tender documents. So whichever the case is, it is the court that is inviting you by a witness of the court, not the witness of the person who's calling you. So that issue of subpoena you're talking about, we only even arise when you are already in court, and they need to subpoena. It's not somebody you are alleging that you subpoena. You subpoena witness, not the person you are alleging of committing an offense. So subpoena is issued to somebody who's been asked to come and testify before the court, not somebody who's been alleged to say we want to investigate you. Give us subpoena to investigate him. Yes, they can ask for order to say to invite him on to keep for a particular hour, be outside the required hour. Even though to me, I don't see it as normal, but in Nigeria it has become normal that when you see people in office, when you arrest people, that's when you now start looking for evidence against those people. You see, for me, like I said, El-Rufai is not under obligation to answer any question put to him by any agency, and he's not under obligation. And that was why when Bauer was detained at that time, was removed and he was detained, you recall that he refused to write statement and even answer any question while he was there. He said they should take him to court. So I'm not aware whether he has done that or not. He's within his rights. So if they want to investigate, and if the investigation is based on the question they will be putting to El-Rufai, they may not get their results. So they have to look elsewhere. If they have enough evidence to take him to court, let them take him to court, and then put the evidence before the court, and let him deny it or admit it. But the way it is now, I'm not sure. In fact, the way the DSS even fight their case, or state security agencies fight their case, for me, I do not think they've done a proper job, because the statement, the interview was granted on Thursday or so, and by Monday, they filed the charges in court. Which investigation have they done? In fact, at the time they filed the charge against El-Rufai, he has not even been invited to their office. He was not even there. They've not even seen him. They've not even asked him question on caution. He has not even said anything. They've not even asked him to confirm what they had him said on TV, whether he would deny it or not. They just admit that since it was done on TV, it's a confessional statement. It cannot be. If he gets to court and say, that's not what I meant, or that I did not say so, it's your responsibility to prove it. Because the burden of proof lies on the prosecution, not El-Rufai. And that's why I say El-Rufai has no obligation to even say anything. He can say, I don't want to say anything. Just bring your case, let me defend it. So it is for them. And you can see, it shows the speed in which the case was filed, so that it was not meant for the purpose of getting conviction, in my own opinion. Probably just meant to embarrass or to just keep him somewhere for a purpose. Because if you are truly interested in securing conviction, the way and manner it was rushed into court will not be the way and manner it will be rushed into. What are the evidence available? As the federal government admitted that the NSA phone was hacked, if yes, what date was it hacked? When was it hacked? Who hacked it? What particular information was hacked? Have they ascertained all this? These are the things they have to establish in court. It's not just because he said it on TV and say, he can go to court and deny and say, no, I did not say so. That's not what I meant. I was misquoted. or I was just only trying to show class that I didn't know anything about. So the body is on the prosecution to establish that evidence. So I don't want to go too more into it. It's because the matter is already before the court.
Yes,
in my own opinion, in my own opinion, diligent investigation, proper investigation has not been carried out as far as I'm concerned, as far as I see what they are doing now. Because rushing to court in that manner, there's nothing you can do within a day or two to ascertain that, especially when the person has not even been asked questions.
Yes, but
so you
do you
know whether
think,
or not you admit.
Yes, do you think the life of Nasir El-Rufai is at risk now, since he is within the catchment area of those who want him down? Do you think his life is at risk, knowing that they know he knows too much? Remember, he said they were the one that made possible President Bola Ahmed Tinubu becoming the president, and they can equally bring him down. Do you think at this point that he knows too much and possibly his life might be at risk?
I'm not sure of that. I cannot say. That would be a speculation because I don't have any evidence to back it up to say whether or not his life will be at danger or will not be. But every Nigerian that is spilling information out is likely to face especially against the government, is likely to face a challenge. So.
Are you still there, Barrister? Well, I think we have a bit of a glitch there, and we hope that
my knowledge to say his life is in danger. I don't know. I don't know what has happened to him, what has been done. I think what is being done now is in line with the law to an extent. At least it's been invited, it's been asked questions, and if it need be, they take to court. DSS has filed his own case, or SSS, sorry, they filed their own case. Efcc, I'm told, has released him on bail, and it's been taken again by the SSS. Probably after that one, he will go to Icpc. So if the proper procedure of due process are followed, I do not see anything bad in calling anybody who has been suspected of committing a crime, or who have been alleged of committing a crime. So they have to, but the point is that the burden of establishing that crime that he has committed is on the prosecution. It is not for him to come and defend it. I say, no, I don't. So it is not. It is not for him to come and answer, to come and tell them. In fact, like I said earlier on, he need not even see anything.
All right. Oh, okay, so let's take a look at other matters. We have 2 killed in Ondo APC bloody Congress. Barrister, when we were growing up, there's this little song we used to sing, you know, in primary school. It goes like this: the more we are together, the more we are together, the happier we shall be. How is it that APC plug into the center, doing everything possible for everyone to congregate within their space? Why are they now killing themselves? 2 people killed in Ondo APC bloody Congress. Now, this is not 2 fighting between APC and another party. It is an in-thing. So what is happening to these people? It's like they are no longer happy with the APC they belong to.
It's not only APC. It's a general issue in our country today. Because in our country today, the issue on ground is that everybody is working not based on the interest of the nation. It's a business now, so and everybody wants to die for the business they believe in. They want to make profits from the business they are doing, and they want to be positioned. So if they are not fighting for you, they are fighting for business. They are fighting for their interest. So it's not only in APC. It's only in anywhere where there's markets, you see people fight. When PDP was in power, that is similar. You see similar thing. People fighting to get tickets.
But when PDP was yes, Barrister, when PDP were in power, they didn't kill nobody. They didn't kill themselves. Maybe during I can't remember any time really.
Harry, that will not be correct. There are clashes where people will be reported to have been killed. I remember in Lagos State, the former what's it called? The former chairman of PDP in Lagos State, Mr. Shavado, I remember that. He decamped to APC because he was accused of killing, of murder during their Congress or party activities of PDP. He was accused of that. That was when he later he defected to PDP, to APC, and that was why he was left off the hook. So he's not. That's the only one I can remember now. But there are so many issues regarding people hurting or injuring or killing people in the course of fighting for the party's ticket or party's activities. Like I said, it's because it's about personal interest. It's not about service. It's about everybody want to be.
Hello, Barrister, are you still there?
I don't know what is happening. The thing is going off and on. Probably
Okay.
that is coming by the president.
Oh, okay.
The network.
Oh yes, very true. But Barrister, let's just see if we can manage what we have. Really, I do not know, since they said e-transmission is not possible. Our internet has started to dwindle. But let's take a look at other matters. In the FCT polls, 3,345 beavers deployed, movement restricted. I love to believe the local government council election, they call it AMAC or something, is about to be held in Abuja. Nyesom Wike is asking those already occupying the position to step down for APC candidates. Barrister, is Nyesom Wike overbearing at this point? What do you think is happening?
What is overbearing in taking the position? He's not forcing them. He's not asking them. It's a request. He's not forcing them. He's not asking. He's not saying. He's not saying if you don't step down, I will beat you. He's not saying if you don't step down, I will not allow you to eat.
But Barrister, we all know that asking that, it can be said like that, but as a politician yourself, you know what goes down when the minister, who is the governor of Abuja, tells local government chairman to willingly step down. We all know what it means.
Nobody has come out to say I was forced by Mr. Wike to step down. Even the one that stepped down yesterday, he didn't say that he was forced. He said the other man is his brother, and therefore he doesn't want to fight his brother. I just realized that now, yesterday, all this while that has been going up and down. So yes, I understand what you are trying to say, but I don't want to give it. I don't want to. That would be in the realm of conjecture, because there is no evidence to back up. But what I know is that it's within everybody's right to either request or demand, or even try to canvass and even lobby you to join your interest. So Mr. Wike has said that his interest lies with the Efcc, particularly anything that has to do with President Tinubu. He wants to retain his position. He wants to become. He wants to see what is doing. So, and he must do everything that the president will see will apply with. So, in other words, Mr. Wike is doing everything possible to be the good book of the president. So, in as much as there's nobody is saying Mr. Wike has forced them, or has put a gun on their head, or has threatened to do anything bad to them, if they fail to the camp, I will not blame him. It's a game. In politics, there's room for mobilization. There's a room for people lobbying or talking to people, and that's why we have what they call consensus now, even before now. So if you agree to do it, as long as you are not being threatened, you are not being forced, gone, or any other means, then I do not see any offense committed by Mr. Wike. That, and I can't blame him. He has already opened. He's told us clearly that he's working for Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and that means that he said he's working for APC. So, and he has also said it, that anybody that is not contesting other APC should forget about winning the election. So I don't know what he will do, what capacity he has to do, whether he can. And I'm sure Mr. Wike does not even have the right to vote in Abuja, because I know his card is in River State. So his polling unit is in River State. So whether he will not be able to influence or talk to other people or mobilize people in support of the candidate of APC, it is within his right. He can mobilize, he can do whatever he wants to do, and he can even talk to them to step aside. So that is not.
We just hope that he would repeat. We just hope he would not repeat what he had done in River State. We all understand the manipulation that happened in the February 25th, 2023 general elections in River State.
Until that happens, we can't discuss it. Until that happens, we can't discuss it now. That will be in the realm of speculation. Until it happens.
Yes. All right. So while we maintain, we would not discuss it because it will be considered as a speculation. But the truth remains that it remains a scar, a very big scar to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that he lost the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, which is the seat of government, and equally, but most importantly, he lost the economic capital of Nigeria, Lagos, his hometown. So one would wonder, how deep this scar is. And of course, everything is made possible to ensure that would not repeat itself come 2027. And little wonder
and that's why Mr. Wike is everything possible to secure Abuja for Mr. President.
Yes, very well said. But let's
I
just,
said that Mr. Wike do everything possible to ensure Abuja is a deliver to President, so that that star will no longer be there. He wants to release that. Mr. Wike like to create a record, and the president also love to create a record. And they are very, very,
they are very similar in their political view.
Yes,
all right, so let's see how that goes, Joe. Yes, they have similar political views. But one thing I love about Nigeria.
I believe Mr. Wike is working in line with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's plan or agenda, how he has conquered Lagos.
Exactly, very, very true. One thing I love about Nigeria, Barrister, is that we are a special case. People do not go down history to see how Nigeria has metamorphosed historically, and how things find a way of dislodging when you think you have everything A and OK to yourself. Things find a way of shifting grounds, and things change, and we would not believe them when they do happen. I do not know why Nigeria is a special case. You don't see these kinds of things in Cameroon, in Ghana, but in Nigeria it's a very special case. When someone thinks he has gotten everything all to himself, just before he knows it, lots of things will change, and the person will be regretting. But let's just hope how that goes, Joe. I sincerely hope that the elections will be free and fair. And I'm happy to. This is an opportunity for him to test the waters now. After the off-cycle in Anambra and many other states, this is an opportunity for him to test himself. And he said that the losers would have to congratulate the winners. That's the kind of conducting of the election he would love to do. Let's just hope that would happen in Abuja with the AMAC or the local government election that would be carried out there. Just to let you know that Barrister will still be here to take us on our main conversation when we return. Tinubu signs Electoral Act 2026, retains manual collation as e-transmission reduced to backup role. In a bit, Enterprise Morning it is. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.